Where is my money? Better have my shit by the end of the week, or your ass is gonna get beat. Goodbye now.
Hey, baby, I just finished getting my hair cut. I'm gonna run a few errands before I come home. If the kids want something to eat, just let me know. And I love you. Let me listen to that back.
I'm crispy, man. Hey, the marriage is over. Here, listen to this. That's me putting my ring down. I'm done. I'm for the streets. No need to go to court. You can have it all. That's your house now.
We black out here.
You Africans are all alike. You're crazy.
We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want.
He own you. He can do anything he want with you. There ain't nothing you can do about it.
This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This the money game.
I've been scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now, that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now, you take my meaning?
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
You best learn or you're gonna get the bloody back for
Big back, big back, big back, big back. Yeah, my back is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big back has no room. Big back, 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 big back. Might just eat a Big Mac, might just order DoorDash. Big back, big back, big back, big back, big back, big back. Yeah. Now can we run that back? Big back, big back, big back, big back. Yeah, my back is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, my big back has no room. Big back, big back, big back, big back.
An American man talking to an African American woman, what can we do to get our culture together so we can agree, so we can be together, so we can raise families, so we can build our communities? We need more men like you to check these brothers out here who's not taking care of their kids, who don't know how to talk to black women. It's not just black women. Where are the men that's checking the men?
So I want you to start checking other BWs or just women, period. And I want you to tell them, especially the BW, tell them to stop making negative, toxic content go viral. Getting tore up. We had a time last night. Somebody having an allergic reaction to a weave or wig, viral. Somebody fighting toxic and almost maybe losing their life, viral. Girls dancing in the street, twerking. Next thing you know, round squad, pop, 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 viral. You didn't get enough sauce to go with your French fries and you cussing everybody out and tearing up the restaurant, viral. Fighting with others in the airport or on the airplane. Like you don't got no sense, viral. Yeah, somebody said the Waffle House. Yeah, we can go on and on.
Yeah, I agree with you. And
y'all don't make good men who are doing y'all right go viral. Y'all make the toxic men who are cheating and beating on y'all, y'all make those clips go viral. Let's be real.
As an African American man,
honey, I tell you, black women. So drop yourself off in the comments. Hey. Honey, I tell you, it's about to be a rough week. For all you self-hating, black woman hate.
Hurt their children. Pay attention to that. That's all I have to say. Do you care about children who are abused? Of course I care about them, but y'all don't care about them. Y'all abandon your children so much, and you abandon the women, and you make fun of the women, and you make fun of the children who don't have fathers. Y'all don't care. Do you understand if there was a male version of me, he would have millions of followers? Because men are part of the patriarchy. If there was a male version of me, white society would roll out the red carpet for him. They'd be like, oh my God, you are the Messiah. You are, but I'm a woman. If there's ever a male version pops up of me, that man is going to be celebrated from here to kingdom come. Because we don't talk like that. You know? And they are aliving their own children daily. Yes, the black man is. No, I'm not wrong. Stop arguing with a journalist. It really bothers me. It really, really bothers me. Stop. You don't know nothing that you're talking about when you want to keep trying to minimize something that's really happening, that has been happening for hundreds of years. Did you know one of the first reports of court was when, hold on. I thought I had a notification and it was something else. Sorry about that. Why do you want to talk about other races? Why? Why, when we're talking about black children being hurt, do you want to talk about other races? Are you trying to say we should just be fine with black men molesting their children because other races do it? What are you saying? Why do y'all say that? Well, other races do it too. So, and they go to jail. The white man built the legal system. He did. He built the jail. He built the judges. He built the court system to put them in jail. That's what he did to remedy that situation. What do black men do? Well, she was flirting. She was a 5-year-old flirting, and yeah, well, we're waiting for you to do something. Everybody is waiting for y'all to do something. I don't care what you think. Why do you need them to do it more or less? It's the point that they do it, baby. What is wrong with you? I'm worse than Candace Owens, I promise you that. Why? Because she actually cares, okay? She actually has black male friends, and she cares not to come on her social media and say anything to actually truly disrespect them, okay? I don't care at all. Now, I could care less. So we're not the same. We would never be the same. For real. It's sexier.
Listen, we don't need to bring anything to the table because we are the table. Without my seed, you can't have any kids, drizzle. So what you gonna do about that? Listen.
It's just that simple.
You know, to that point, Leah, I don't even understand how black women think they owe black men a goddamn thing. Let's be real. I've always said it. Everyone here can attest to it as well. History has already shown us. Whenever somebody got on their ass, who the fuck did they run behind for cover? When they couldn't eat on the plantation because they pissed off the master, who gave them substance via breast milk? It was black women. I am not explaining a goddamn thing to a motherfucker that ain't never done anything, who is always hidden behind my skirt tails for cover. You can shut the fuck up and stay in your goddamn place, and your place ain't next to me. I don't understand why black women have not yet realized the only reason these niggas exist is because y'all won't stop fucking them and birthing them. If you stop fucking them and stop birthing them, you can exercise your God-given right to never have to deal with one of these motherfuckers again. Just be done already. Aren't y'all tired of the same goddamn shit? I'm tired of the same song, and this is why I'm like you, Aaliyah. This shit be frustrating me so bad that I can't deal. I literally can't stand this shit.
It pisses me off because it's like, motherfucker, what business is it of yours? What business is it of any motherfucking bodies? That woman did what the fuck she had to do for herself. What that got to do with you? That's why I said they always got something to say. It's like, nigga, mind your motherfucking business and keep your mouth shut. They always got something to say. They think they can rule you and tell you what to do and try to keep your ass bound to some goddamn fucking street code and all this other shit. That's why they keep me trying to pretend like they didn't. I'll never understand why she was protecting him. You motherfuckers lying because you sat up here and y'all know how y'all have been still the no snitching code. Where snitches get stitches, remember? Y'all have drilled into black women forever. Do not call the police. Do not do that shit because you're putting them in danger when you do that. That's why I say I don't know why are y'all motherfuckers playing dumb. I don't like this two-faced shit. I just don't. Y'all know why. Y'all shut the fuck up.
I just want to say, shout out to Chili from TLC. She debuted her boo. You know,
I saw that.
You know, and he's not of the orangutan species.
And shout out to the
her.
universe for letting that motherfucker get his chest hit earlier last night. Y'all know my husband is a fucking football fan, and I saw that nigga drop. I'm like, ooh, is the universe real or no?
And another one bites the dust.
And they have the audacity to be trying to cancel Skip. Now, I don't even watch sports like that, but I've been keeping up. That man ain't say nothing wrong. Y'all need to stop. Just because that's a member of y'all's protected class, that don't mean everybody got to dance around and not be able to speak and speak their minds. Like, please, have a seat. Stop trying to cancel everybody that's not worshiping the Kangs.
They sit around and wait. They just sit around. And black people sit around and they just look at everybody talk and wait till they get offended. Somebody can say something real fucking awesome. They gonna let that pass. They wait to get offended. That was wrong. Now, can I get a lower rent? Let me get some food stamps. Oh, childcare, Section 8. Also, you need to treat me like somebody. But I'm like, I wouldn't talk around a whole bunch of black folk either if I wasn't, black. It is what it is. Go ahead, Kyra.
Read, nigga, read! Ah!
nigga. Read.
Resolved in time, so it ended the short stream. So let's see what we got here. Let's close out some windows and see if that fixed the issue. Last night we had the power go out several times. So let's see. Let's see if the short stream starts up again. Just waiting. Says we're about a minute in. So let's see what's going on. I got the showcase out the way. Wait a minute. What is this? Crap. Let me fix something here. Stream of the week is up. I need my vertical to fix itself. Give me 1 second. Stream of the week. There we go. Let's go right here. Let's end this one. End stream. Not yet. Edit this. All right, I'm working on it. I gotta build it while I fly it. Let me fix this right here. Save. All right, cool. So this one will have a different thumbnail. Let me go back to the settings. Unlist when ends. Got it. We're on the vertical there. This one is, which stream key is this? All right. That one's done. Unlist this one. All right, cool. All right, sorry about the delay, man. I gotta re-pull the stream. Chat's up. Got it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Make sure I got this on my phone. It's always something. Power went out. All my stuff got shut down. I had all my stream stuff waiting, ready to go. Topic of the week, all that good stuff. Come in this morning, everything's off. Had to power everything back up, get everything hooked back up and sync together. And now I'm dealing with the difficulties afterwards, man. I don't know, man. It's just wild. Let me send myself this link again. That way I can check it on my phone to make sure the shorts feed is updated. All right. Just bear with me for a second. Let's see here. Ah, there it is. Now I got the shorts feed is good. All right. So I didn't stream early last week like I was supposed to. So this 2 weeks I've been out of it. You know, there's a lot been going on in the news as far as the brothers go with the stream and what they've uncovered this past week. Especially Tito. He's been doing this thing on TikTok as well as on YouTube and Rumble. So I've been watching the streams here and there, just trying to get a feel for what's out there. And I can see if you follow Tito and Machismo on TikTok, you'll see what we're up against. You know, the new battleground has been laid. These folks are out there. They go on to TikTok because they can post live streams, and unless you're there watching it to screen record, you're not going to catch it. So, you know, it is what it is. Unless they post short clips of some of the salacious things that they say, you're not going to see it. They're not going to, like, we can point back to the past for the people that say these things on YouTube about us and how we operate in this space, and they can spread their lies. We can always pull those videos up. But when it comes to TikTok, the people that gravitate towards TikTok, what they do is they find these creators. You can't challenge them or criticize them because all they'll do is block you. You have to screen record what they're saying so you can point your criticism at them. You got to have several accounts just so you can challenge these people. And I think that's the way they like it. They want to put out their information and not be challenged on anything. So when you see these live streams, to the gentleman in this space, go ahead and just screen record a few minutes of it. Now, I know you can't spend your whole day sitting there just watching live streams, because I know I can't. But when you catch something, you think something is about to be said, go ahead. There's no rewinding the stream or anything like you can do here on YouTube to go back and watch. There's no tools, at least I'm not aware of, that you can record whole TikTok live streams. There was one, but it's kind of broken right now since all the updates and stuff like that. It's kind of broken. But getting into this week, you see the presidential race is really starting to heat up. We're about to move right here into September. We're about 2 weeks away from September, and this is where things are about to get ugly. You had Kamala Harris name her VP in the past couple weeks. You had Joe Biden step down, a month ago, and here we are. People are trying to make a play for the big house, trying to down Donald Trump for what he plans to do once in office. You got the people worried about Project 2025. Check out that video I did 2 weeks ago. You can see the links to all those documents in the description below, and you can make your own determination. And what I've noticed about the people who are in this space, who's watching everything that's going on and speaking from the political side of things, nobody except us are thinking on their own. You hear a lot of repetition of the same old talking points. There's no real thought going on into any of this stuff. You got these people making a play on black folks using, loaded language and old stereotypes, and basically the liberals are coming out in full force trying to tell you what should offend you, what is racist, and what's not. And when you speak out against these people, they come back at you like you're a Sambo. For those of y'all that read the book, Uncle Tom was the hero. Like you're Sambo, you're a coon, you're this, you're that, you're not black. I've been accused of not being black so many times, and I've posted TikToks of me sitting on the back of my truck, okay, showing my skin and whatnot, tattoos, whatever. And somehow, if you're a free-thinking black man, you're not black if you don't think like these people. Well, guess what? The VP, her father isn't a black man. You can be from a country, which is Jamaica. It's not a nationality. You can be Jamaican. That doesn't make you black, right? But somehow, I got to argue with folks who claim that I'm not black and I was born and raised here. Both my parents are black. But yet this bitch with foreign parents gets to claim it, and y'all don't question her at all. You're the damn devil if you say anything against Kamala Harris, right? Right? But anyway, let's get into why we are here. This past week has been crazy. I don't know if y'all know who this brother is. This man is known by the name of Conscious Lee. All right, so we're going to switch to this screen right here. This is my iPad. This is TikTok. This is Conscious Lee. This man, if you don't know who he is, he's one of the people we highlighted in videos when we were talking about the whole Brick Lady incident last year. That man donned his cape in full force. He got that bitch fresh out the dry cleaner and just flew it in front of everybody. And because of his following, if he said anything or you spoke out against him, this 2.6 million people that's in here, you'd have at least 1,000 comments responding to you about why you're wrong. We all clearly see the bitch was wrong. And then he went on and doubled down. I don't know if the video is still up. I haven't, taken the time to go through his entire TikTok account, which I don't care that much because we already knew the bitch was lying. Yet he's still out here running his mouth. All right. So let's take a look at this video because I had forgot about the dude until he popped up a couple days ago. This dude is a teacher. He popped up a couple days ago on somebody else's video, and I was like, oh man, I done forgot about this dude. Like, what the hell is he doing back here? Like, you didn't learn after you got your PP slapped by speaking out for the brick chick. But here we go. Let's take a look at this one. All right, so that's just one video, right, of these Democratic shills coming out of nowhere, right? But to his credit, I will say that he's taking on a different angle, but still the result is still the same. Now let's go here. Yo, you need me to turn it up? Give me 1 second. Let me know if that's too low or do I need to turn my mic up. Interesting. All right, so hey, let me know if the volume is too low or I need to turn my mic up. One of the two, because I've turned my mic up quite a bit. I don't want to start clipping here in a second. I got the AC on the background, so I got the filters on high right now. So anyway, so there you have it. you got this guy, right? He's one of many that needs to be added to the list, like Roland Martin, Steve Harvey, and all the rest of them folks that's out here. What's his name? Ricky Smiley. A bunch of folks that need to be tied in to people you should not be listening to. Now, I don't give a shit about CRT because when these younger children, their minds can't handle what the adults are speaking of, right? It's important, but elementary school, middle school, stuff like that, I don't think they need to be concerned with that. They need to be getting the basics. Now, CRT for high school and above, no problem. So you understand the history. You're young adults, okay? So going forward, you need that information so you can decide how to move. That's the way I think of it. Now, when it comes to this other stuff, the transgendering, all this made up bullshit that we've been dealing with for the last, we are focused on the wrong damn thing. And Passport OG just did a video talking about how we're focused on what bathroom a person can use rather than the education of our children. Okay? Now, this is another point that the Manosphere likes to make. The brothers of Machismo TV talk about is education. Y'all are purposely dumbing down folks so that they cannot be effective adults and promising voters. Okay? They want people stupid enough to vote on emotion, whoever's the most popular. And look at the shirt he got on. That tells you all that you need to know. Tells you all you need to know. But yet, this man has 2.6 million followers by doing feel-good content. Now, whenever something happens to a man, he's not there. But something happens to a female, he got his cape on, flowing in the wind, right? Okay. But I thought that was interesting as I was thinking about this video and all the stuff I've seen this week. All these false teachers and so forth. It's just really getting nerve-wracking. Like, I've had a headache for days just thinking about how stupid these people really think you are. They really do. And yet this man put on this cape. You notice all the videos he's done on Trump. He's done quite a few on Kamala Harris and why we should vote for him. He's done live streams. But yet, this is just another example. These are the type of people, they look like you and me out here spreading false information. We don't give a shit about CRT. We want tangibles. I don't give a shit what's in the school as long as the kids are learning and they grow up to be effective adults. We got too many stupid people running around here like his audience. These folks don't care about anything. These folks, they hate conservative values. They hate the idea of traditional family. They hate the idea that if your opinion differs from the masses, then somehow you're wrong. Like, you're not allowed to have an opinion. Even if your opinion is based in fact, like, hey, having a bunch of kids and you're not financially stable is going to hurt you. This motherfucker right here will tell you that those children are a blessing. That it's okay. Get the fuck out of here. That's Conscious Lee. Remember that name. Cause he's done a lot. Oh shit, let me pause that one right there. Don't want to get a copyright for the music. Anyway, let me go all the way back. Go right in here to some of the stuff I've kept up here. Let's see. And then I found this one from Angela Stanton King, highlighting some of the things that we've talked about.
become a woman, right? I can't support the type of women's rights that execute the women of tomorrow. But not only that, educating myself to know that 80% of abortion clinics are strategically placed in Black communities for a reason. All of this is strategic.
80%?
80% of all abortion clinics, all Planned Parenthood clinics are in Black communities. We get abortion clinics, they get fertility clinics.
And they get most of the funding, right?
During COVID, they got $80 billion. You know, COVID was a time when they shut down everything. You remember they shut down the churches, they shut down the school, they shut down your businesses. They said you gotta stay 6 feet apart. You know what didn't get shut down during COVID? The abortion clinics in the Black communities. There were no health restrictions when you went in there. No restrictions because of COVID. They wasn't turning you away because you didn't have a COVID shot. They wasn't turning you away if you didn't sit 6 feet away from somebody or if you didn't have on a mask. We do these people a favor when we terminate Black life.
The internet has been ablaze with video after video of people criticizing Kamala Harris, accusing her of not being for Black people, right? And the question I have is that, like, why do so many people still believe because a person has Black skin, they're for Black people?
You know, for the life of me, I can't get this. This is like, you know, Obama all over again. And I'll be honest, I think the reason is because we're emotional, right? We're not fact-based. We're more based off of emotion. We're in a day and age where people are more concerned about the racism that they're never going to be able to rid, right? Than they are about the pedophilia that's sleeping itself through our government, right? That's an issue for me. And I think that when you ask people what type of policy is Kamala Harris running on, they can't say anything. The only reason they want to vote for her is because she's Black. And then what gets me is, you're telling me that I'm supposed to choose this woman just because she's Black? Well, you know, everybody's pro-Black until it's time to marry and procreate, right? She didn't choose Black when it was time for her to preserve the Black family, but I'm supposed to believe that I'm supposed to choose Black for her to preserve the Black family in the White House. We're not doing that. If she didn't have to choose Black, then we don't have to choose Black either. So we need to get off of this whole thing, oh, they're just gonna do something for us because they're Black. Well, maybe if she would have picked a Black man or had a Black kid, I probably could support that. But the fact that you are on an HBCU tour telling young Black women to abort their children while you're raising white children, that's the issue for me. That should be an issue for Black America, because y'all remember back in the day of slavery, we couldn't keep our kids, but you'll see them white kids sucking Nana titties, getting breastfed. Yeah, we're not gonna abort our children and raise theirs.
Hold on. I just want to jump back. And she was on her HBCU tours.
Yeah.
She's promoting abortion.
Yeah.
Like direct. Indirect. Is it?
She wasn't at Yale. She wasn't at Dartmouth. She wasn't at, Princeton. She was at the HBCUs at a tour, a reproductive rights tour, telling young Black women to abort their children while she's raising her white husband's 2 white children. So why are we sacrificing our children for other children?
But what wording does she use? She wasn't out there saying abortion, was she?
I mean, what is reproductive rights? What is reproductive rights? Everything they've ever told us, we know that it's backwards, right? So what is reproductive rights? Let's be real. What is it? Right, your right to do what? Kill a baby, because it ain't your right to have one. Okay? So whether they change the word, they make it nice, like before, it was, colored women. Now they saying women of color, right? It's the same thing, they just changed the words, right? It's supposed to be birth control, but it's really control birth to control the birth rate, right? It's supposed to be Planned Parenthood, but it's really Parenthood planned, okay? God planned for you to have this baby at this time, but now you're gonna let these people tell you, no, God ain't on time. I'm gonna send that one back and have another one when I'm ready. Planned Parenthood is Parenthood paying. It ain't God's design.
Why do you disagree with people who say that Donald Trump is not a racist?
I just don't believe that the man is a racist. This is just my personal belief because I have a personal relationship with Donald J. Trump, okay? And it's beyond the media, it's beyond any type of, clips that somebody may have cut and tried to put something or perceive something a different way. If any of us do our research, we know that Donald Trump wasn't accused of being a racist prior to his run for office. Donald Trump was at the Michael Jackson trial with him every single day. I mean, Donald Trump ran with some of everybody, Diddy, 50 Cent. He's on the Wu-Tang Clan album. This is the same Donald Trump that when Jennifer Hudson's family was murdered, he put her up for 6 months, in Trump Tower. This is the same Trump that sent his private jet,
All right. So here we go. Hopefully my audio is not doubling up like it was earlier. Anyway, but going back to what I was saying earlier about how these folks are coming out the woodworks, just smear campaigns, spreading false information, all the stuff that Angela Stanton said is easily verifiable. It's amazing that he has thousands of pictures on the internet with him being in black folks' spaces, doing business with black folks, but all of a sudden, when it comes to running for president, he's racist. So y'all got to get this straight. The original party of racism, slavery in this country is the Democratic Party. And a lot of these folks are mad because we're pointing that out and we're not falling for the okie doke anymore. Y'all can go ahead and miss us with the bullshit. The only reason y'all want to continue to support this party is because of freebies and because you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want. You think that by voting for this party, you're going to maintain your freedoms, like you don't already have these freedoms. Nobody's going to take this stuff away from you. And if you think abortion and all this other crazy shit is a good reason to vote for, you're just really, this is not even, like she said, this is not about reproductive rights. This is about the right to terminate. Stop calling it reproductive rights. She's absolutely spot on with that. And it affects us the most. 20 million souls not here. That would be enough to command power in this country by making us one of the largest demographics. 20 million gone. And if those 20 million had 2 kids each, you would be looking somewhere around 40 million. And the number can only go up from there. So y'all need to cut it out. Y'all need to do some damn reading. Y'all definitely need to do some reading.
Read, nigga, read!
All right, now let's take a look at this clip right here that I found. They are celebrating this crap. I had to kill it because of the music. The typical B-dub voter voting for garbage. Voting for absolute garbage. A tax benefit that you would get once a year or once per child. Now let's take a look at some of these comments. Me being due in November, me due in October, me due in December, me due in February, March. You know who they're voting for. Y'all see this craziness? Mad because she missed out. Her son is 3 months old. Due in January. You're just having children just to be having them. Over money? Yet somehow we're wrong in this space for pointing out this garbage. Look at this. April, due in 1 week. They're hoping that she gets in office in November so they can claim this right here. That's if she goes through with it. $6,000 tax credit. I don't think she has the power to pull this off or convince Congress to sign off on a bill to do so. But yet you're going to put your eggs in one basket because of the potential to get $6,000. Isn't this the same? Y'all not done falling for the same old crap? Y'all not done? They said they was going to get rid of your student loans. What happened? What happened? Them student loans still there. They couldn't do enough with everybody, but they're still there. There's still $1.75 trillion on the student loans. But yet, this is what y'all want? For $6,000, your vote is for sale? You're in for a life of pain, 18 years of taking care of a child. That's $6,000. If you need $6,000 right now, you are doing pretty poor right now. You waiting on child income tax credits, you're doing pretty poor right now. Voting and these politics is about more than just a little bit of cash. You're willing to sell your children's future down the river to put these people in power who are going to do more damage to this country the longer they stay in office. The longer they have that power. That $6,000, because of inflation, is probably only about $3,000. But you're just looking at the big number. All this extra government spending is only going to drive inflation up. So you're pretty much just giving the check right back to them just for a vote. You're not really getting anything. That $6,000 is gone before you get it. You understand? If inflation keeps rising, the wages stay the same, the cost of living goes up, it's going to eat that $6,000. And yet, look at all these stupid people in here worried about the $6,000. I saw this shit. I was like, what the hell is this? And that money's not coming out of you. That money's coming out of me and other productive folks who are out here actually working and paying taxes. That $6,000, that's more, that doesn't even scratch the surface of what I've paid in income tax, federal income taxes this year. And look, another sane person. Y'all crazy believing her. You will have to pay it back, just like the stimulus checks. Y'all think that shit was free? You think there won't be some type of stipulation to get that passed? It sounds good in the short term, but in the long term, if you don't invest that $6,000 into something that's going to grow, like most of you aren't, it's not going to help you. All right, let's take a look at another one. Now, growing up, you thought that all these sororities and fraternities and all that, you thought they were very prestigious. What is prestigious about this? Now, I got this muted because of the music. This is supposed to be your fraternity? These people are celebrating this shit right here? This person don't even look like you at all. And this is what y'all supposed to be celebrating? Let's take a look at another one.
Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
What the hell does that even mean?
You have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker,
Jesus.
but just stay more.
And this is what y'all voting for? Just one long run-on sentence. Didn't really say anything. What the hell is woke? Have y'all not learned from Bud Light and all these other companies? All the DEI, how it's costing millions and billions of dollars. You put this in office, you're going to cost the country trillions. The debt is already up. The highest it's ever been. It's only going to get worse from here with all the spending they plan on doing. All these programs y'all keep advocating for that aren't going to any of your male counterparts at all, and yet we're supposed to be happy with the status quo. We're supposed to be happy to give up our tax dollars and vote for this. You can't even get health care. But these migrants come over here, they're getting food stamps, cash, they're getting a place to stay. Meanwhile, they just offer you $6,000. They're giving them people that over that a month. But you're going to get a one-time per child or however this program's supposed to be. And that's what you're supposed to get? All right. Here we go.
So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like.
And people are catching it.
Walk through here. Obviously, this is all completely cordoned off. They're hiding it behind a curtain. You're not allowed to walk up here, but you know how it is. So, just so you guys see the amount of seats.
My man lucky the Secret Service ain't come get him.
1,000 seats that have been basically completely blacked out. Once they realized the attendance wasn't going to be this much, they started drawing the curtain farther this way and then farther this way as well. Yeah, as you see.
Because nobody's going to deal with this crap. Nobody believes it. Nobody. These folks are just mad. These folks are just mad. That's all it is. And in case you didn't believe me, here is a professor. Since nobody wants to believe me or Tito or anybody else, here's a professor talking about this party, what they do to black folks, what they try to get you to vote for, and where this all originates from. But she's primarily going to be speaking about the origins of the Democratic Party. They take you for fools. And honestly, I used to vote Democrat because everybody else in my family voted Democrat. But once you start to see the light, you can't unsee it. So here we go.
When you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say the Democrats, but this answer is incorrect. The Democratic Party defended slavery, started the Civil War, opposed...
Damn, I didn't mean to tap out of it.
When you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say the Democrats, but this answer is incorrect. The Democratic Party defended slavery, started the Civil War, opposed Reconstruction, founded the Ku Klux Klan, imposed segregation, perpetrated lynchings, and fought against the Civil Rights Acts of the 1950s and 1960s.
So then you got to also ask yourself, which party is always keeping the talks about racism going? Who are trying to use it as a crutch for why certain folks can't do anything? Now, in one of my other videos, I did say I haven't met a white person yet who has denied me an opportunity. I'm sure that there are people out there like that exist, but I haven't come across it. There are too many things and too many ways to make money and to improve your situation that you can't continue to blame racism. I'm not saying it don't exist. Be aware, but move accordingly. I said that. I said that in that video too. Move accordingly, be aware. There's not much you can do about it. All this getting angry and taking all this energy and being mad at racists who you probably will never meet is not helping you. It's keeping a lot of folks stuck. They won't go out into the workforce because I've heard people say this. They won't go out into the workforce because they don't want to work for a white man. Well, guess what? You're in a predominantly white country. Now, what I'm saying is not racist at all. You live in a predominantly white country. Chances are you're going to end up working for somebody of another race or with people from other races. Okay, this is not Africa. Read the room. Matter of fact, read the damn country.
In contrast, the Republican Party was founded in 1854 as an anti-slavery party. Its mission was to stop the spread of slavery into the new Western territories with the aim of abolishing it entirely. This effort, however, was dealt a major blow by the Supreme Court in the 1857 case Dred Scott versus Sandford. The court ruled that slaves aren't citizens, they're property. The 7 justices who voted in favor of slavery, all Democrats. The 2 justices who dissented, both Republicans. The slavery question was, of course, ultimately resolved by a bloody civil war. The commander-in-chief during that war was the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed the slaves. 6 days after the Confederate Army surrendered, John Wilkes Booth, a Democrat, assassinated President Lincoln. Lincoln's vice president, a Democrat named Andrew Johnson, assumed the presidency. But Johnson adamantly opposed Lincoln's plan to integrate the newly freed slaves into the South's economic and social order. Johnson and the Democratic Party were unified in their opposition to the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment, which gave blacks citizenship, and the 15th Amendment, which gave blacks the vote. All three passed only because of universal Republican support. When you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans?
Oh, I don't have that clip, but I will get it. Let's see, Uncle Ruckus fraternity clip. Yeah, I gotta find that. Definitely gotta find it. The only clip that I got right now is this one right here.
Nigga, read!
Because a lot of our folks really do need to read. They really do. And since they don't want to hear it from us as fellas in this space who are great students of what's going on, I had to bring in this professor from her own mouth and let it play. But yeah, I'll definitely look that up. I'm gonna write that down and I will definitely look that up. But yeah, these folks are spending a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort to convince you to vote for Kamala Harris, your own destruction, for 4 more years of this shit that's going on right now. You're pretty much voting for the destruction of this country. And not only are they opposing us, they're using, government apparatus to try to take us down in this space. I've seen there's been quite a few channels that have disappeared or been demonetized over the last couple months because of their takes and their views on what's going on politically. Now, I'm not monetized, so I don't give a shit. Nor do I view this as becoming a full-time job for me. If it happens, whatever. But I'm not going to quit speaking on these issues and what we need to do as men, because this is going to affect us going forward. Now, one of the things I saw, and I'm going to see if I can get my phone up here. I'm going to try to pull it in here, is that when it came to, I was on Reddit, right? As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and pull Reddit real quick. Give me 1 second. Don't have it on here. Let me see. Pull it right there. I was on Reddit in the IBEW forum. And if you don't know what that stands for, that's the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Right? So I'm going to pull it up here. I don't have my account loaded on my iPad. I need to. See what I can pull here. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's apprentices. Never mind. Let's see. This is the regular one. All right, cool. Now, these are all professionals. All electrical workers, all journeymen mostly, but, electrical workers nonetheless. Now, one of the dissenting opinions amongst the electrical workers is whether you're for Trump or you're not. They hate anyone who is anti-union, okay? But you have a problem. We have a major problem. Inflation is so high, the interest rates on construction loans and the way they build things, a lot of things are done through construction loans. A lot of these major land developers get their money or secure their funds to get something built by using loans. All right? Because the interest rates are high, the money is not moving. I can see this, and I've tried to explain this to some of my colleagues. I can see this, and sometimes it ends up in a heated argument over politics, but I see the money is not moving. We have dozens of projects which just ended in core and shell buildings, meaning all they did was stand the building up, put in some walls and windows, ran the basic electricity or electrical installations, and left the building as is for future use. And that's where it stopped. Okay? There's no particular owner for the building. Well, there's owners for the building, but there's no particular client or occupants and stuff like that. The building is just empty and the power is just on. Okay? Just the basics. Plumbing, all that stuff. HVAC, just the basics. And enough juice to keep everything on and running so the building doesn't become unusable in the future. Okay? This is just a glimpse inside how the construction world works. core and shell, you build the skeleton, all your steel framing and stuff like that, rough in, and then you go from there. And then however the client wants the building done, whether it's going to be retail spaces on the bottom, apartments, office space, the list goes on and on and on. But so far, we've just stopped at core and shell in a lot of buildings. You've had Facebook pull out of buildings. You've had Google pull out of buildings and just leave it at core and shell, stopping construction right then and there, which means what? It means that the people that are working on that project, they get laid off. You don't need these guys hanging around collecting a paycheck, and we're not building anything. The money's not moving. And I've tried to explain this to people, and somehow I'm an asshole for not, agreeing with them. Like, no, we need strong. I get it. The goal of businesses is to make money, and sometimes unions and us fighting them for pay is not conducive to the way they do business and how they gain their money. So if the money is not moving, you're not getting paid, they're not able to pay back their loans, or get loans at a rate that they can actually pay for, so they're not taking them. So the money stops there. So if you got people in office right now who are spending money, government spending is where a lot of our inflation comes from. If the money can't move, then you can't get paid. So you have a whole sector of people who are making, damn near $100,000 each, who can't even get paid, who can't go to work, who are on unemployment as we speak, because they want to be loyal to a party who's driving the interest rates up. And allowing people to come in here who are willing to work for less. It's a no-brainer. You're burning the candle at both ends. No matter what you say, you're burning the candle at both ends. But yet, let's take a look at what some of these professionals have to say. So here we go. We got a strike here. Okay. But the posts that I've seen, these guys are trying to negotiate a contract. There's a couple strikes going on. You can read that for yourself. Pause the video. But what our unions do is that they negotiate wages on your behalf. But if the people building things, the contractors, don't have any money to work with, how are they going to pay you? They need to build something to get paid. But yet you come in here with a Trump opinion, and guess what's going to happen to you? They're going to light you up. Here's one. The independent union voter supporting Trump and fucking his union. Okay. So how is this screwing your fellow workers if the money isn't moving in the first place? Why not get somebody in here? You think that overnight the financial situation in the country is going to change? It's not. It's not. But I know what will change, and Trump has done it before. Stop the excessive spending overseas, making our allies pay their fair share of, to NATO. Stop sending aid to people who are just blowing their money. It's like spending money on a crackhead. He smoked crack, but you're going to give him $20 to get something to eat. You think he's going to go get something to eat with that money? No, he's not. He's going to go smoke it. We know this. So why are we acting surprised? These other countries are using us like their own personal bank and bodyguard. We're allowing people to hop the fence, driving our wages down. We haven't even begun to see the problems that this is going to cause us years down the line. We haven't. But yet, y'all want to vote on the other side? Now, this is just one sector. This is the sector I work in. I can't speak for everybody who isn't in a union of some sort, but the police unions are behind Trump for their, obvious reasons. We should be too, because if the money doesn't move, you're not going to get paid. The reason why a lot of these people are going to AI is because they can't get people to take these jobs. And because a lot of these private sector jobs are not unionized, you have no negotiating power when it comes to wages. So when you ask for more money, they are more likely to dismiss you. You see the horror stories of people coming in and they're doing, they give their 2 weeks notice. They just take them off the calendar altogether. I've seen some videos where a dude got fired right there on the spot. He recorded the conversation he had with his HR department. They let him go right there. They have no loyalty to you in the first place, whether you're unionized or not. But I tell you what, if inflation is killing big business, it's going to trickle down. That's the only trickle down economics that's going to reach your pockets for real. Y'all remember that shit from Reagan or whatever, trickle down economics? The only thing that trickles down is debt. It always has. They just had a colorful way of packaging it, just like they do with racism. But nobody has a brain anymore. Nobody's really thinking about these issues. Sometimes it keeps me up at night trying to think about all these different things that I've had arguments with people about. It's getting to the point where I don't even want to put the information out there because some people are too dumb to receive it. And yes, I said dumb. All this work and wages and your family and stuff like these are all political issues at the end of the day. Who's going to help you keep your family together? Who's going to help you secure your family's future? Who are the men who are going to usher in a new era? Because we've had all this DEI we can handle. The community's in the same spot it's been for 50 years. 50 years. I've been alive 41, and things still look the same. The only thing that's changed is the technology and how we communicate with each other. That's it. But as far as socially, same place. People still working the same sort of jobs. People still have the same woes about college, paying for it. Except today, you don't know how you're going to pay for your kids' college. See, my kids' college is paid for because I'm a disabled veteran. Can you do the same? Could you afford to take out a loan at today's interest rates to put your kids through school? Could your kids afford it if you didn't sign off on their co-sign on their loans? Can you afford today to pay back the loans you already have? Is your situation any better today than it was 4 years ago? The answer to those questions is no. Absolutely not. But yet here we are, trying to force a square through a circle that's much smaller and calling it good. I'm just saying, like, all this stuff looks good from my house. While y'all try to tear down our space because we're free thinking, because we support Donald Trump and what he's trying to do. What he's trying to repair. He had to do the same thing 4 years ago. When he was in office 4 years ago, he had to do the same thing. And again, you're a businessman. You're in the business of making money. Yes, people get screwed over all the time, but if you don't own the business, what can you do? What can you do? You can bargain. All these misinformed folks. All these misinformed souls. Still worried about him going to jail in these sham trials. This person, this was 2 days ago. This person doesn't realize that a lot of those things were vacated. A lot of them were dropped because of that Supreme Court decision? It's not 34. I agree with this person. You got a lot of people out here who dislike us because of our leanings. Because I understand the power of a dollar and that we were better off 4 years ago. I will never vote Democrat ever again. They don't care about people. They care about socialism. They care about taking from you, Robin Hood effect, and giving to people who don't earn anything, who don't deserve it. People who make their own poor decisions, and because you give them a hand up and a handout, they're going to vote for you. Instead of teaching them how to be sufficient on their own, which I think would make a far better country. It would produce more taxpayers. We'd have more money to put in the pot instead of people that just take. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here. That's all I got for this week. I just want to come on here just to show some of the stupid memes and videos that I've come across. Like this brother here. That Ricky Smiley shit, I'm gonna show this one before I get out of here. And then I'm gonna close.
Somebody tell Ricky Smiley to shut the fuck up. Talking about some black people, you all need to do your research. Do your research. Vote for Kamala. Your research. Do your research. We have already done it. If you're gonna vote for Trump, stop trying to convince everybody else to vote for Trump. That's what you doing. Nobody is voting for Kamala. Take your Friday after next Santa Claus dressing ass the fuck away from us. I can't even take you serious. Number one, earlier this year lying on Cat Williams. Community already know you a fucking liar. Number two, every time I see you in a movie, you dressed up as a woman. I don't even take you serious as a man. And number three, you haven't researched a goddamn thing. Hypocrite. I will never listen to you. That's like me saying now I'm gonna listen to Steve Harvey on fucking Marriage Advice. Black Americans can't be easily manipulated no more. So you need to cut that shit out. You ain't gonna easily convince us because you a celebrity. You need to stick to fucking radio personnel. As a matter of fact, who the fuck listen to Ricky Smiley in the morning show? I ain't never heard nobody say, oh, I can't wait to get up, brush my teeth, and listen to that Ricky Smiley morning show. Leave us the fuck alone.
Hang on, I gotta send this to Machismo.
Leave us alone, boy.
And just like that, I'm about to get out of here. But that man, he pretty much echoes the same sentiment and how we feel about Kamala Harris. So y'all can miss us with the bullshit. And I will catch y'all later.